put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, and welcome to Tobago Updates Morning Show. I am your host, Vanessa Ortiz. It's a pleasure to be back on screen with you this morning. And I know my co-host has been missing for a few days, but he's here back in studio with us this morning. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning to you too, Vanessa. Good morning, viewers. How have you been?
I have been lonely. I've been here by myself. I've somewhat missed my partner in crime. But it's good to see you back on the screen this morning. It's good to have you back in studio this morning.
It is good to be back. It is good to be back.
It is Thursday, the 23rd of July, Alex, and we are still continuing on the whole concept of the Tobago Heritage Festival.
Right.
And today we have Lescotho folktales and superstitions. Now, I know for the past week you have been giving us these sayings, but I have done my research, and also with growing up, I am from the village of Golden Lane. That is just above Lescotho. So there have been sayings and stories that have been passed on to me in terms of when it comes to superstition. So I didn't have to do much research because I've had these things being said around me as I've been growing up. One in particular is when you are about to enter your home, you have to turn your back to the door and walk in. That's one of the superstitions.
Vanessa, you've been going home late at night.
I still actually do that though. I still do it.
Because I know that one, and it is specifically said when you're going home late at night.
Yeah.
You go into the house backwards, but why is that?
So the zombie don't follow you in?
I don't understand. So the zombie could follow you up to the house, but not into the house.
That just goes to show some of these superstitions that we have that are still perpetuated up until this point. I wonder if it's, I was having a conversation with some friends recently and we were saying, what if some of these superstitions were just put there to deter us from doing certain things to ensure that we get home probably within a certain time frame?
Probably.
We don't know.
Probably.
Are there any superstitions that you know of?
Well, yes, I know a few too, you know, like after a funeral, especially if you've been to the burial ground, you go home and you change the clothes outside and you don't carry the clothes that you were in the graveyard with into the house.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
We need to figure out what that is, and when we come back tomorrow we can probably explain it to the viewers.
Okay, that's just.
And then there's another one where it is when you have good news coming, or not even that. If it is there's a situation or circumstance that you don't want to happen, they usually tell you, knock on wood.
As you pull up the hand, I figure it out. Knock on wood.
Just to ensure that you don't jinx the whole concept of it.
You know, it's something that I hear now, and it's said more. Just probably as a saying that any real belief that it does anything, but it's something that you still hear people say, you know, we go do this and it will work out, knock on wood. You know, it's interesting how these things have come down to us, and unfortunately because we kind of have abandoned the connections we've had to our ancestral past, we don't fully understand the whys behind the things that were told, because we were kind of discouraged from understanding Africa and African life. And so what we're left with in a number of cases are the sayings, but not what gave rise to them. So we understand what it meant to the people who came up with them, and how it impacted their lives. And so they don't have as much meaning for us, unfortunately, as they would have had then.
Well, that's what the whole concept of the Tobago Heritage Festival is about. It's to keep that culture alive and to also bring some of these things back into this space so we get that connection, or we understand where we come from and why some of these things are passed down. So viewers, today it's Lescotho Folktales and Superstitions, and it starts at 8 p.m. But before we head any further into the programming this morning, we head on over to news in 90 seconds. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard has announced that a dedicated recruitment drive is coming soon to Tobago, encouraging young Tobagonians to prepare for a career of service and discipline. Official updates regarding dates, locations, eligibility, requirements, and application procedures will be posted on the Coast Guard's official social media channels. Interested applicants are urged to stay informed as registration details unfold. In regional justice news, 5 Trinbagonian men have been sentenced in Grenada following their conviction for a 2021 armed bank robbery. Keon Dick, Nashon Scotland, Alan Melville, Jabari Roach, and Akeem John arrived via pirogue and stole over 30,000 EC at gunpoint from 3 bank tellers. Presiding Justice Paula Guilford sentenced Scotland to 22 years in prison, while the remaining 4 defendants were each sentenced to 10 years. And finally, turning to inspiring youth, aspiring athlete and student Kareem Thompson was surprised with a special graduation experience from Eclipse Eli after being nominated by Roxborough Secondary School for the Designers a Spotlight on Youth Potential initiative. Recognized for his strong character and positive leadership among peers, representatives traveled to Tobago to celebrate Thompson's achievements and encourage his continued dedication to sports and academics. And that was news in 90 seconds. Tune in again at 6:30 p.m. for our full newscast. And it's always so good to hear such good news within our news in 90 seconds, especially as it relates to this young man being chosen as the Spotlight on Youth Potential initiative. You know how good that is to have a designer and his team come specifically just to celebrate your achievements and to give you an experience worth remembering. You had almost an entourage come to big you up, as we say. One of the things or 2 things particular that strike me about this story. One, it's a young person, because often we hear very disparaging stories about our youth, and it is a young man. And we hear even more disparaging stories about our young men. So it's really, really very uplifting to hear this story. And especially to highlight it within the news, because so many good stories sometimes fall under the radar because of what is happening, especially when it comes to the negativity within the space as well. Now viewers, we're heading on to a celebratory segment of our morning. We're on to our birthday shout out. We're celebrating with those of you who are celebrating with us. And first on this morning's list is Shona Andrews. A very happy birthday to you. We hope that your day is as bright as your smile and attire in this photo, and we trust that it begins for you a year full of favor, full of purpose, and certainly one that makes you continue to smile. Happy birthday to you. Up next, we have Crystal Morgan. Such a beautiful young lady. I hope you have a beautiful day as well. I hope that going forward in this new year, you achieve all that you put your mind to, and wishing you all God's richest blessings upon your new year. Next on the list is Tori Ramsey. Happy birthday to you. We trust that you have a beautiful day, one that makes you smile as you're smiling in this photo, and that your year becomes one that's full of favor, full of pleasantries, and full of purpose. Happy birthday to you. And last but certainly not least, we have Trinice Lewis. Happy birthday to you. We hope you have a bright day. We hope you are safe today. You take some time to go to the beach. You know, we spend so much of our week within the office, within the entire year. We don't really take that time out to go and relax and free our minds. So today I want to encourage you to go down by the beach, get some cake, get some ice cream, and probably call out some friends and enjoy yourself with them. And happy birthday to you. Wishing you a great day from the Tobago Updates family. And this has brought us to the end of our birthday shout outs. To those of you who did not make it on our lineup this morning, we want to say happy birthday to you, and we want to remind you that next time you can send in your greetings with us so we can celebrate with you. Now, Alex, what do we have in store for viewers this morning?
An interesting morning. We start out with a bit of concern because there seem to be concerns over the mental health of nurses and the general well-being of nurses at the Scarborough Hospital. We'll talk to that first up, and then in some news may not be the correct word, but in some lighter moments we'll discuss banana bonanza. So we're having an interesting morning, viewers. We're having an interesting morning. We trust that you will stay with us and be part of these conversations.
And viewers, there you have it. Stay right here at Tobago Updates. But remember, before we go to the break, share the live, share the live, share the live.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole. From something as simple as pooled procurement of medicine or pooled procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Tobago calling, sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you.
Tobago updates on the screen, here we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the backroad line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates, Tobago updates. Carnival 2026, we set the pace. Wave your flag, anywhere you're there, anywhere. Island love trimming all around you. Clicking long on for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art.
We're going airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silcotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. That is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, thank you for staying with us. As promised before the break, we're talking health of nurses at the Scarborough General Hospital, and to discuss with us is Mr. Edie Stewart. Mr. Stewart is the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Nurses Association. He joins us virtually. Good morning, Mr. Stewart, and welcome.
A pleasant morning.
So, Mr. Stewart, can you hear us? Okay, viewers, we seem to be having just
hearing me well?
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, great.
Good morning again, and thank you for joining us. It always seems ironic, Mr. Stewart, when we talk with you and with your colleagues, that the people who are charged by two means, if that were the way to express it. One by their own commitment, and the other by the virtue of the fact that their job demands it. To take care of the health of others, we have to be talking about their own health, and sometimes we're talking about conditions that are contrary to their own health and well-being. What in general are some of the reasons why these things are, before we get into the specifics of today's discussion?
Issues we have realized over the years that even workers are classified under law as essential.
Apologize, but we are having some challenges, viewers. We ask you to just stay with us. We're having some technical challenges. We'll take a break, sort those out, and we'll be right back.
small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole, from something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates on the screen. There we go. You're home for October Carnival show. From the big stage shine to the valley road line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace, 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 pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love trimming all around you. Yeah. Big king love on for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art, 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 art.
Wait. We are going. Airport.
Come back this way. Get you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silcotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. That is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangements, to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Yes, thank you for staying with us. We did get that technical challenge sorted out. Mr. Stewart, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for your patience, and we apologize for the break in transmission. But you started telling us as to some of the reasons why from time to time we may have to discuss the health and well-being of those who are charged with taking care of our health and well-being.
Yes. One of the main issues that we have found over the years is that while healthcare workers, in particular nursing and midwifery personnel, are part of an essential service scripted in law, we are not treated as essential workers. Not in salary, not in compensation, not in benefits, not even in the treatment of our own health issues. Persons are often shocked to realize nursing and midwifery personnel don't have health insurance. They are not afforded some additional service beyond what the public gets. So we are treated, we still have to wait inordinate number of hours and days and months to do basic tests. And one of the major breaches, which we pointed out to the authority, is that the authority is not even following the laws of the land, which is once you are working within an establishment where there's 25 persons or more employed, you are mandated by law to have annual health assessments of your workforce. That is actually the law of Trinidad and Tobago. It's contained within the Occupational Health and Safety Act. And if there was any institution who ought to be able to implement that law properly, would be the health sector, the regional health authorities, because it's right within, they have the capability to undertake annual health assessments. So yes, in similar fashion, where we as a health professional community has failed the population in not being able to adequately maintain persons' health, so too the health system has failed to maintain the health of workers within the health sector. And it's really unfortunate. The only time we really begin to interact with the public is when they become ill. So we have more of a sickness care culture within Trinidad and Tobago, growing, and it is growing and it's evolving, and it is costing us billions of dollars, when really and truly we should be focusing on maintaining the health of citizens and not waiting for them to get ill. Yeah.
Now, Mr. Stewart, reports of multiple deaths across nurses at the Scarborough General Hospital have understandably caused some concern. From your association's perspective, what exactly is happening?
Well, the long and short is that we do not know. We cannot confirm what is causing these range of illnesses and also increase in deaths within the facilities belonging to the THA. We just don't know. And that is why we reported when the members came to us and saying, look, what is going on? This nurse, she's now in her early 50s. This nurse is in her early 40s. And they are dying. What is going on? And they also communicated to us, look, we suspect that it could be contributed to the mold issue in some of these facilities, particularly mental health unit and the dialysis unit. So some of the illnesses that they are seeing, some of the respiratory illnesses, some of the itchy skin, some of the watery eyes, the shortness of breath, sinusitis, infections, runny nose, skin rashes, some of them could be contributed to the mold that is currently existing in the mental health unit and the dialysis units. So we would have written, and this is not today we have written last year, we have written the year before, not only to the the Tobago Regional Health Authority. We have also communicated and written a formal notice of complaint to the Occupational Health and Safety Agency, the National OSH Agency, asking them to come in and investigate, because you are the professional in that aspect to determine what is the causes of these illnesses. They would have come in and did an investigation, but only to our surprise, they did not share that information to the Nursing Association, the institution that reported the complaints to the OSH agency. They did not find it fit to report back to us. So we still are unaware of what were the findings coming out of that investigation. We understand they would have shared it to the management of the TRHA, and the management of TRHA subsequently would have done some internal cleaning. They would have brought in an external company, did some further cleaning, but the complaints from our membership still persist that they are still smelling these fumes, and it's still causing a number of illnesses. And then to top it off, we continue to have a number of our colleagues, young persons in the early 40s, early 50s, not even making it to retirement age, passing away, and it seems to be clustered in a few areas. It seems to be clustered. These illnesses and deaths seem to be clustered in a few areas, which one would now begin to assume that it's related to something in those particular environments. And those particular environments are the dialysis unit, the intensive care unit, and also the mental health unit. Yes? So, and let me also say, there's a section 48 of the Occupational Safety and Health Act, where if a medical officer attends to any patient, including nursing and midwifery personnel, and believes that they are suffering from an occupational disease where they may have contracted it within the workplace, it is by law that they must report it within 48 hours to the chief medical officer. And the chief medical officer must report that issue within 4 days to the chief inspector of the National OSH Agency. So, and we are asking, has the TRHA been compliant with the laws of Trinidad and Tobago to ensure, if there's even the assumption or the suspicion that these diseases are workplace related, that they must refer it to the National OSH Agency via the requisite and the mandatory timelines laid out within the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Yeah?
And Mr. Stewart, there's an apparent dichotomy with which healthcare professionals must operate. On the one hand, the Occupational Safety and Health Act allows for the worker's right to refuse work if conditions are unsuitable. But there's another law that prevents healthcare workers from taking what is considered industrial action. And in this case, refusal to work under conditions that aren't suitable would appear to be industrial action. What is the legal recourse? What course of action does the healthcare worker take when the conditions are unsuitable for work? Because not only would it be unsuitable for a nurse or for the healthcare professional to discharge their duties, but it is also an unsuitable condition for which somebody who is ailing to be treated. What recourse does a healthcare professional have given the dichotomy that exists between two different pieces of legislation?
Well, you hit the nail on the head, and it is a very difficult balance when it comes to healthcare workers, nursing and midwifery personnel in particular, because where other categories of staff and remove themselves or choose not to go to certain areas because they don't need to be in the environment for prolonged and protracted periods. Nursing and midwifery personnel don't have that luxury. Because we have to remain in that area with the patient. Even the patient goes home at the end of their treatment or at the end of their stay within the institution. But nursing and midwifery personnel still are mandated to continue operating. And that is the whole issue with the essential service. We, by law, are considered essential service, but we are not treated as essential workers. And then when these issues arise, it places a unique problem. And the association is now mandated to preserve life and limb of our members. So one of the things that we can do is the law states we cannot refuse to work, but the law doesn't say or doesn't prevent us from removing our workers from that space and allowing our workers to work in another space, another safer space. So, and that is what we have been, we are looking at and speaking with our lawyers before we take action, because it is incumbent on us to ensure these continued concerns being raised by our membership is sufficiently addressed. So therefore, if it means that our workers are relocated from the Scarborough health facility where the dialysis unit is and be placed in another facility to continue the care of those patients, life-saving care. Dialysis is something persons cannot do without, not even for a day. So if they miss a treatment, it would be very debilitating for those persons. So we would want to give advance notice to the Tobago Regional Health Authority that they must intervene in the quickest possible time, because the association definitely would not want to be accused that we are bringing the life or the safety of care to those patients. We would not want to place them at any risk whatsoever. We just want to ensure our own members' lives are not placed at risk. And we hope that is not too much to ask. And again, this is an issue which has been going on for 2 years. So no one can accuse the association of, when we take action, that we are hasty. We have brought up these issues with all the relevant institutions continuously. All, unfortunately, it has not been adequately resolved.
Now, Mr. Schultz, I'm just going to shift the conversation just a bit. What has the emotional impact on the colleagues of those who continue to report to work when they see that individuals are becoming seriously ill and passing away? What has that emotional impact been like?
Well, I can tell you the sentiments currently being expressed by our colleagues is one of frustration, one of demotivation, one of anxiety, high anxiety. Picture this. You are working in an area where you lost a colleague earlier this year. Then you lost a colleague this week. And one of your colleagues are currently extremely ill. Extremely ill. So in the space of 6 months, you have lost 2 colleagues and one is extremely ill. I won't go into the particular disease or illness for obvious reasons of patient confidentiality. But just think about, you are working in an environment where there are 12 of you and 3 out of the 12 has passed and the 3rd one is extremely ill. So that would frighten anyone. That would frighten anyone and raise the anxiety level in any department. And all we are asking is that management is mindful of what is taking place in these units and do the needful, not only in terms of ensuring the environment is brought to a level where it doesn't place the life of our members at risk, but also treat with the mental health issue and understand that these nursing personnel who go out on a continuous basis to save other person's life, that their lives are equally as important. And the same emphasis should be placed on preserving the lives of nursing and midwifery personnel. Yeah?
Mr. Stewart, we want to continue to broaden the conversation a bit, and without necessarily putting you in a position of compromise. Tobago is a relatively small society, and we know each other pretty well. Another one of the things that would have been observed over the last few years is that a number of nurses in particular have been consistently diagnosed, and by consistently I mean a consistent number of them being diagnosed over time with various types of cancers, and some of them unfortunately succumbing. Are you aware of this situation, and can it be in any way attributed to workplace exposures, or is there a broader thing happening in the society and we can see it among nurses because they represent a smaller sample?
Both statements, I would say, can be true at the same time. Both statements. One, we are seeing that the nurses who would have been diagnosed over the last few years, a number of them have been attached to some of these areas that we are speaking about. Dialysis, ICU. So, yes, so that is true in itself. And that warrants the administration to do a risk assessment to determine if these particular diseases that nurses are coming on with, particularly cancer, has any aspect of it is attributable to the workplace environment that they are. It is incumbent on them to do that. That is the law. And then the other aspect, in terms of if it's just a microcosm of a symptom going on in the wider population, that also can be true. We, as I indicated earlier, we in Trinidad and Tobago have never really practiced healthcare. We have never really practiced healthcare. I acknowledge that I saw a number of initiatives coming out directly from the Tobago House of Assembly, the Secretary for Health, doing a lot of initiatives, walks and trying to get persons mobile and active, which is extremely good. But it is not part of our daily lifestyle. And unfortunately, those health-seeking behaviors has not been communicated sufficiently throughout our school system, throughout our workplaces. And it is not, for instance, one of the things we have been lobbying for on a continuous basis, the same way where it is law for employers who operate establishments above 25 persons to do annual health assessments on their workers. That should be the standard throughout the entire population, where at least once a year you go to the health facility and get a checkup and do your bloods, check your blood pressure, your RBS, do a number of health-seeking initiatives. Actually, health insurance companies have it part of all healthcare plans now, where they call it a preventative care, preventative aspect, where it would not cost you to go and get a checkup on a yearly basis. In addition to that, seek health-seeking behaviors, where you ensure you are active, where you drink enough fluids, where your diet is monitored by a dietitian and you are advised what foods that you should eat and shouldn't eat in the correct proportions. That should be a holistic effort. Actually, it is what WHO has recommended we do. WHO, World Health Organization, and the Inter-American Development Bank has advised Trinidad and Tobago that we are focusing on the incorrect metrics. We are focusing on building new institutions that we cannot properly staff and cannot sustain in the indefinite future. We cannot afford some of these new health facilities that we are building. And it is not addressing the chronic disease issue that is negatively affecting our population and increasing. What they have instead focused on is to target it from a primary healthcare emphasis. Focus on primary healthcare, where you go and ensure persons are educated and motivated and are monitored to ensure their health remains at a level that would see a number of us living well into our 80s, 90s, and 100s at a good standard of health, as opposed to what we are seeing, where persons in their 50s are in need of dialysis treatment for the rest of their lives, where the life expectancy is at their maximum in the 70s, where other countries are in their 80s and 90s and 100s. And so what is happening? Why we are ranking so low, even within the Caribbean, in terms of our health metrics? Why we are so low? Why other countries with less resources, less financial resources, less buildings, institutions, hospitals are performing better than Trinidad and Tobago? So we really hope our administrators, all our administrators, particularly in the health sector, understands what WHO is asking us to do and what has worked successfully in other territories, and we begin to implement those policies, those tried and tested policies, where we can see a turnaround in the worsening health situation within Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah?
Mr. Stewart, you've certainly provided a lot to think about, both for our leaders in healthcare as well as for the wider society. You've certainly placed a challenge to our leaders in healthcare to consider the well-being of those who, on a day-to-day basis, discharge duties that will contribute to the health and well-being of our society, and we certainly hope that in the near future there is some resolution. We want to thank you for joining us and for sharing those concerns, and certainly we do hope that in the shortest possible time those concerns are addressed. Thank you again for coming and for talking with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Our pleasure. Viewers, stay with us. We take a short break. Come back, we talk Banana Bonanza, and we certainly know that you are going to enjoy. Stay with us and remember to share the life, share the life, share the life.
Banana lemon.
So I'm asking Cynthia to.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole. From something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, here we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the rapid roll line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace, 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 pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Big thing lock on for the rhythm start. Tobago updates. Caribbean art. Caribbean art. Art, art, art.
Wait. Where are you going? Airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silcotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. So that is one of the important points that we have to get
into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. All your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
sense. What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer help from registering your business to filing your tax. My lunch is over.
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, I don't get one sooner.
I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven.
Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I popped the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT, I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu day one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back. And talking all things banana. We're talking Banana Bonanza, hosted by the Louisville Village Council. It's their Sports and Family Day, the first annual Sports and Family Day. And we're speaking with Jeanette Lovell Gray. She's the Vice President, and William Trim, Education Officer. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tobago.
Thanks for having us.
Now, this is being promoted as the first ever Banana Bonanza Sports and Family Day. Where did the idea come from? Why did the Village Council feel now was the right time to launch an event like this?
Right. So, good morning, Tobago. Good morning. So, the Louisville Banana Bonanza came about from a villager mentioning to us during one of our village council meetings, why not put on an activity in the village that we can do every year, just like they have the blue food. So we asked him, what you thinking? And he was like, we have banana all around. Let's do a banana festival. And you know, that clicked from then. We have been toying with the idea for about 2, probably going on 3 years. So we decided we will try it this year. See what the effort will now to, because our aim is to make it into a yearly calendar event. So that's how the Banana Bonanza came about, right? We didn't want to say festival, so the Bonanza was used instead of festival.
Now, Mr. Trim, before we came on here, we were speaking about bananas being synonymous to the village of Louisville, and you were going into detail about where we can find bananas within the Louisville community. So share with the viewers looking on about how the cultivation goes, the types of bananas that you were mentioning to me, and just give us a little bit about that.
Right, thanks for asking. Let me date my response by saying that banana is planted throughout Tobago, but not in a huge way. What is intriguing is that unlike many of the other Caribbean islands, we are least affected by hurricanes and storms. So that means Tobago and Trinidad are ideal islands for planting banana because the less possibility of them affected by storms. Having said that, Louisville is one of the areas in terms of promoting agriculture traditionally for the longest while, for decades. And so they initiated cocoa from Charlottesville and from Kings Bay into Louisville, and they intercrop
since in the 1940s or 50s that cocoa cultivars, the cultivars of cocoa with cultivars of banana. And since that time we have been doing a lot of banana in Louisville, being promoted or promoted, or there was an increase given that the area was given to set those who went to fight or were conscripted to fight in World War II. They were given land to settle, and banana was a crucial crop that they planted. Many cultivars or many varieties.
Now we're seeing all things banana. In recent times, I've heard of the many different ways many of our local ingredients on the island of Tobago can be used, whether it's in cake, whether it's in ketchup. And that is one of the things that has been so interesting to me when we started our conversation before we came on the air. So tell us a bit about some of the items that patrons can expect using the ingredients of banana on that day.
Right, so on that day, one can expect to see a wide variety of banana products, include the known ones that we already are familiar with: banana bread, banana cake. And banana bread has so many varieties. You can add nuts, you can add oats, you can add chocolate chips. So people has been doing a lot of this. You can have banana cake, there'll be banana ice cream, banana pulori and stuff like this. And currently we are trying to get the banana flour. We know a few persons that does it. We would have reached out to them, as well as banana, and this is a strange one probably, banana ketchup, as well as banana barbecue sauce. Right, there are also banana liqueur and stuff like that. Banana is used in a wide variety of things in craft, so there'll be some craft items as well. There would be bath and body products including banana on that day. Yes.
Now looking at the program, there is something for everyone. There's a 5K run in the morning, there is a five-a-side football, there is novelty games. Tell us about registration as it pertains to the five-a-side football and what patrons can expect and how far in advance they need to register so that they can be a part of this event.
Right, so registration is ongoing at the moment. We have registration for the 5K, the vendors, volunteers, as well as for the five-a-side football. So as much as we would allow registration on the day, we prefer that registration is done in advance. So they can contact us. I mean, it's been shared on all of our social media platforms, as well as our statuses on WhatsApp. But they can call either the president, which is Mr. Andy Williams, or myself, the vice president. So Andy's number is 474-0069, and for myself, the number is 766-4626. So they can reach out to us and we will facilitate the registration process. Currently, the 5K is $100 per person. Vending is free. The football, the five-a-side, that's $100 per team. And there are a lot of prizes to be won.
Now, before we go, just remind viewers of the time and the date of the Banana Bonanza.
So, our Banana Bonanza would be on August the 1st, 2026. Hopefully we start about 6 a.m. and we go up to about 10 p.m. In the evening. And in terms of, well, we have time, we have place. What was the other part you asked?
And just for anyone who is still a bit undecided about attending, give them one final pitch.
Listen, I'm certain you may not be aware of anywhere else having Banana Bonanza, and therefore, out of curiosity, you can come. And further to that, bear in mind that there would be a wide variety of cuisine in terms of dishes and beverages and power drink and so forth. And I'm certain you'd like to sample some of these. So come along and inquire, and come along and participate, and come along and taste some tasty products that will be provided, be on sale, as well as we may, if a lot of you come, we may have some giveaways also.
I think that's a great incentive to end with.
Giveaways. Yeah.
So viewers, there you have it on August 1st. It's the banana.
Some of the sponsors.
Yes, you can.
All right. So just like to say a heartfelt thank you to, I will only name a few of our sponsors. So that's Habitat for Humanity. They would have been a large partner in this. They have assisted us in a lot of things, and they continue to do so even to this Banana Bonanza.
Yeah.
Secondly, I would like to say thank you to Blue Waters Inn. So that's Mr. McLean and team, as well as Mr. David from Bermudas and Mr. Welch from Brydon's. We appreciate your assistance. So we are looking forward to all of you. Yes, it's Emancipation Day and there are a lot of things happening, but you won't want to miss our Banana Bonanza at Loido.
So viewers, there you have it on August 1st. It's the Banana Bonanza. Please be sure to register and go and be a part of this community-led initiative as we continue to foster unity within our communities on the island of Tobago. Thank you for staying with us here at Tobago Update Morning Show. Our programming is not finished. Up next we have GMT. But before we go to the break, remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I was pleased to see that they gave a holistic approach. Indeed, the term holistic wellness came up and they were able to touch on the financial aspect. They were able to speak about spiritual wellness, something that sometimes people don't even consider, and even stress in the workplace, because many times people are under stress and they may not realize it.
It was a much needed opportunity. And what I would like to see going forward is that, more staff are privileged with the opportunity, this opportunity, with the information that was provided today. I don't think that it should be limited to a selective few then. This was too good. The information, is relevant.
Our department is a department that's on the ground. From myself to my entire team, we are on the ground. We are faced with ground issues. We are faced with real issues. All our clients that come in. Now, we have clients that come in that we can help, and then there are others that we advise. We take everything. Then we look at what's happening in the world. Trinidad and Tobago, we see the tension, we look at our own colleagues, our own friends, the things that they are going through. So our topics, it comes from the people. It comes from the International Labour Organization. It comes from our stakeholder partners, Ministry of Labour, NDD, CS. So it comes all around. And what we look at what is happening now, what is affecting our people now, and that's what we try to tap into. That's why we try to find people that can speak to those areas and give our people the help and the attention.
The hope would be that persons who attended would also share this information with their colleagues. I think it should be extended even to other departments as time goes along.
I want to thank the Department of Labour for providing this opportunity, because I will say it's an opportunity for me today and I hope that I'll be able to relay the information to my work colleagues so that we could help foster a positive and healthy work environment.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you, and you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good.
What we are seeing here today, I was in Tobago before when she had it in the ground. There's no greenhouse, it was just a concept. And seeing it today, it's exactly what we wanted from the innovation project, to be able to see scale up employment, looking at that substitution. When you talk about importing food, I think we're really on our way.
The owner of PEB's Prosperous Hands actually did approach the Business Development Unit for a loan. So we do have a loan program specifically for very critical sectors in Tobago: agriculture, tourism and digitization. And I found it very important for us to invest in this initiative, and I can say for today that we feel a sense of pride having invested in this project and seeing it actually come to fruition.
We are very proud to be able to have an accomplishment that we can show to the Tobagonians as one of the things that the Mega Farming Development Program has successfully collaborated on. The Mega Farming Development Program is really tasked with the optimal utilization of state lands.
What you see here today is a representation of my determination, resilience, faith in God, persistence, and I am so proud of where I've come from, what I've been through, and I just continue to give God all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. I want to say a special thanks to my spiritual covering, the Ramdials. Special thanks to my friends, family, destiny helpers, and all those who sold into this vision for PEB's Prosperous Hands.
Congratulations, no more tribulation.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger.
good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Chanel Felix, and guys, you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard has announced that a dedicated recruitment drive is coming soon to Tobago, encouraging young Tobagonians to prepare for a career of service and discipline. Official updates regarding dates, location, eligibility requirements, and application procedures will be posted on the Coast Guard's official social media channels. Interested applicants are urged to stay informed as registration details unfold. Additionally, in regional justice news, 5 Trinbagonian men have been sentenced in Grenada following their conviction for a 2021 armed bank robbery in Carriacou. Keon Dick, Nashon Scotland, Alan Melville, Jabari Roach, and Akeem John arrived via pirogue and stole over 30,000 EC at gunpoint from 3 bank tellers. Presiding Justice Paul Grifton sentenced Scotland to 22 years in prison, while the remaining 4 defendants were sentenced to 10 years. And finally, turning to inspiring youth, aspiring athlete student Kareem Thompson was surprised with a special graduation experience from Ecliffe Eli after being nominated by the Roxborough Secondary School for the Designer's Spotlight on Youth Potential initiative. Recognized for his strong character and positive leadership among his peers, representatives traveled to Tobago to celebrate Thompson's achievements and encouraged him to continue his dedication to his sport and academics. And that was our news in 90 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we are talking about all that's happening in Tobago, specifically now around this heritage season. And this morning we have the privilege to speak about this pan ensemble. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us this morning. We have in studio Mr. Lincoln Warner as well as Mrs. Jean Nichols, who are committee members for the Tobago's first senior pan ensemble. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, first of all, we want to welcome you guys to Tobago Updates and welcome this event once again. To our viewers, we want to reintroduce the event. But first of all, Mr. Warner, we want you to kind of give us a bit of a history of how this event started here in Tobago.
Well, our orchestra is really comprised of seniors, people who wanted to play pan in their youth, and who, and in those days, wasn't allowed. So we have got together. This is our 10th year, and we have this happening at Heritage Time, where we have a collection of pan, calypso, world music, jazz, vocal and instrumental music to satisfy the Tobago audience, we think. And this is our 4th year.
Excellent. And this is completely separate from what's happening as it pertains to the Pan Folkorama for the Heritage Festival. This is actually happening on the 26th of July. Tell us a bit about the time, the date, and the location, Ms. Nichols.
All right. So good morning again to our viewers. So as Mr. Warner indicated, this is the Heritage Happening 2026. This is the 4th year that Reloaded is hosting this event. And this year is a bumper entertainment because we have headliners like Terry Lyons, we have Carol Warner, we have Jared Balfour, Lynette Louis. So we have a strong lineup of artists, and of course we are the Reloaded Steel Band Ensemble. So we will be also featuring, you also have Dixieland Steel Orchestra as well as the Rising Stars. So all of this is put together, and of course when you come you have your welcome drink, then you're going to have a little corn soup, you know, so you have a little something to sip on, you know, and the environment is it's a kind of, how to put it, it's a kind of vibes. As Mr. Warner said, it's pan, it's calypso, it's jazz. It's a kind of vibes. It's a kind of, you could get up, you could dance a little, you know, and just have a good time.
Right. So, tell us a bit about the feature performer for this event. Calypsonian Terry Lyons is going to be the headline act for this thing. Tell us about that.
We have her. We have on violin Carol Warner. We have on pan Gerard Balfour. And we also have another vocalist, Lynette Louis. She is very popular in the Tobago music circuit. Those are our headliners for this particular show.
Right.
And of course, you have the steel band, Reloaded Steel Band. It's a combination of pan, calypso, world music, jazz.
Right, and what has the support been like for this event last year and in the previous years? And why is it important for persons to come out and really support the initiative?
Well, this is a fundraising activity. It has been because, you know, pan is an expensive business. So just to have pans alone, that costs somewhat. But last year, in fact, the last 2-3 years, we have had very good audience participation because we had very good highlight, you know, artists. We had Duvon Stewart, we had Johnny King one year, and then last year we had Oscar B. Bless his soul, you know. So the kind of mix up that we have with jazz, calypso, reggae, etc. I think it's somewhat attractive to people. Yeah.
Excellent. And tell us a bit about the community engagement aspect of it. Persons who are expected to come out. This is for the wider Tobago audience. Anybody who's in Tobago for Heritage Festival, as a matter of fact.
Well, the thing is, it's out for the public, and I think so far, in terms of what we have seen, I think that it has a good audience appeal. People love it, you know, even from, I would have reviewed Facebook, and, you know, people enjoy it because it's an opportunity to come out and just enjoy, just relax and just enjoy yourself. It is within the community of that whole Dixieland Pan Theatre, so we get a lot of support from them as well. Actually, they will be one of the performers, the Dixieland Steel Orchestra, as well as the Rising Stars. They are also some of the juniors. So, you know, we're mixing the young, the old, the elderly. It's a full package.
Right, we love that. And so tell us a bit about the tickets. How much does the tickets cost for the event?
The ticket costs $300. At the door, so juniors could pay maybe half price, as the case might be.
Right.
It's a fundraising activity. We are not a sponsored band, and you know, these days it is somewhat expensive to put on these kind of functions, you know.
Yes, so, and this is happening this Sunday at 6 p.m. at the Mount Pleasant Hard Courts near the Dixieland Panyard, right?
Yes, so, and if I could just reiterate again, so the date is Sunday, this Sunday, the 26th of July. It's at 6 p.m. It's at the Dixieland well, the Pan Theatre, but basically the hard court. Yes, as Mr. Warner said, it's $300, but it's a whole package you're getting. So, you know, I am so excited about it. I know the Warners and the whole band is excited. We have been performing, you know, practicing. So we are all excited to showcase, you know, what we have been practicing. And I think it's just a nice opportunity to come out and just relax and come out with your family. As Mr. Warner said, children are half price at the gate. Yes, so it's this Sunday.
Yes, and so remind us a bit about how this has truly engaged some of the seniors within the community who are a part of the band. How has this really been one of the social aspects of their...
Well, we are hoping to attract more seniors to come along. This thing is therapeutic, you know, playing pan, and it will be enjoyable for some of our elders to come along and join us in this venture.
You know, I always say pan is an expression of your body, mind, and soul. You know, you play pan, sometimes I go home and you're hearing the pan beat still in your head. Because, you know, you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the combination, you know. It's just nice. It's just, pan is a lovely instrument, you know. It's our national instrument. It's one that we have embraced, you know, and I just want to encourage people to, you know, come out and play pan with us. We are at the Pan Tent area every Thursday and Friday from 10 to 12. We practice there. And even if people want to get tickets right now, they can call this number, Miss Ruby Warner, 798-2678, or Roslyn Arnold, 737-3026. So those are the numbers they can call, or they can come to the Pan Tent today, and if they want tickets.
Excellent. And this is going to be one of the events that persons don't want to miss.
It's a must-see event.
Right.
Must be there event, must participate event, It's a don't miss it event, It's a bumper activity.
And if persons want to join the PAN group, the senior PAN group, how can they do
Just
so?
come along. Thursdays, Fridays, we practice between 10 a.m. and 12:30.
All right,
So,
and that's excellent. There's always that need for events to engage some of the more senior individuals within the community.
Yes, it's all about empowering the seniors, keeping the brain active and keeping them healthy. And, you have to learn a little music, Mr. Warner teaches a little music in between. So, we have to learn the chords, learn the skills. Right. It's really interesting. Music is an expression of your soul.
Right, and this is an excellent event that persons can really come out to on Sunday to be a part of all that is happening. And again, it's starting promptly at 6 p.m.
Yes.
And the price for the ticket is only $300. So you definitely want to come out and be a part of an evening of pan, jazz, and calypso.
Oh, yes.
And a number of our local artists would be there on display as well. Is there anything that you want to say to our audience looking on this morning as it pertains to, them coming out and being a part of the event?
You can't miss this.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Don't miss this one. Don't miss this one. Don't miss it. It's going to be really, really, really well executed and well entertained. The public will not be disappointed. So don't miss it. And it's all part of the whole heritage activity. So looking for an event? Please come out. Sunday evening, 6 o'clock this Sunday at the Hard Court at Mount Pleasant. So see you there.
Excellent. So ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. We're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back with much more conversations after this. See you soon.
New morning, rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole. From something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, here we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big station to the Barbago line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Clicking long on for the rhythm start. Tobago updates. Caribbean art. Caribbean art.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam-tat, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu day one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Wait. Where are you going? Airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
What do you want about this? Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silcotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. So that is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Don't scream in a bank. That have lock up in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. Haul your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer helping from registering your business to filing your tax. My lunch is over.
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, I don't get one sooner.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Who said the elderly can't have fun too? We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now, when we touched down in Pigeon Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before anything could take place, we had to secure bellies. You ever play bingo by the beachside? Well, that was the first activity on the roster, and boy did these seniors have fun. However, others wanted something more physical, so we brought out the ring toss, and not even arthritis could have stopped them. Well, I was blown away at how straight these people were. Are you sure this is a home for the elderly? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats the song of Good Steel Pan by the shores while we take a dip in Tobago's finest water. Wait, more food again? This is my type of event. The energy was amazing and nothing short of a blessing. Pick up Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, because joy doesn't retire, laughter doesn't age, and memories like these last forever.
To a stranger.
Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates. On your screen, there we go. You're home for October, Carnival show. From the big stage shine to the Barrio line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates, Tobago updates. Carnival 2026, we set the pace, 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 pace. Wave your flag, anywhere you're there, anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Clicking lock on for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art.
Lonely, bad mind. I've been watching you a long time now, boy, you're changing. Hey, it's your girl Adana, and I will be at Reggae Meets R&B on the 1st of August at the Police Association building. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now. Myself, Sasha, Gardenite, a full cast of DJ. It's going to be endless vibe. Reggae Meets R&B, August 1st. You don't want to miss it.
About you seems so brand new. I'm not gonna say a thing rude. Yeah. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that we are in the midst of the Tobago Heritage Festival. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you of all the shows that are happening. And tonight, we want to remind you that the Lescato folk tales and superstitions come alive. And we know that they have that day fair that takes place as early as 6 a.m. That started actually as early as 6 a.m. this morning at the junction, and they are going all the way up to the community center where they're having that luncheon and cultural fair. And this evening at 6 p.m. the gates open and the show takes place promptly at 8 p.m. And if you're wondering about what else is happening, we know that tomorrow, Friday the 24th, there's a Pan Folkorama that's happening, and there are a number of other activities that you don't want to miss. And one of those activities happen to be the Plymouth Juve and Old Time Carnival celebration. This is taking place on Saturday the 25th. That's Saturday morning. If you are in Tobago, or if you are interested in that, we know that Plymouth is having that, but they're also having that all-day celebration. And that means in Plymouth at 3 p.m. there'll be the Cocoa in the Sun, and then there's the Heritage Calypso Monarch that would be taking place in Plymouth as well on the Plymouth grounds. So ladies and gentlemen, you want to definitely be a part of all that's happening this weekend. On Sunday, there's Speyside Harvest and Folk Fiesta that's happening. And then on Monday, one of the big events that persons are often looking forward to, the Belmana Riots takes to Roxborough at 9 a.m. on Monday the 27th. And then we go all the way to Pembroke on Wednesday for the Salaka Feast. That's Wednesday the 29th of July. On Thursday, there's the Tobago Miss Heritage Personality Competition. That's next Thursday. And finally, to culminate the entire Tobago Heritage Festival celebration, there's the Emancipation Day Parade that's starting at 5 p.m. on the 1st of August. Ladies and gentlemen, that has to do with the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let me tell the whole story. We want to thank you so much for being a part of our discussions this morning, and we really want to encourage you to go out and celebrate the Tobago Heritage this time around. We want to thank you this morning again for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I'm Chanel Felix, and I'm always going to encourage you to have a productive day.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go. It's a brand new 1,000 people strong.